Hello! So today I would just like to take a few minutes to reintroduce myself to those of you who haven't had a chance to really interact with me. And you might have seen content out there, you might have seen one of my videos, for example, or a podcast episode, and ask yourself, okay, what is Sabrina really all about? What does she do? Well, my name is Sabrina Lindner, and I am a mindset and life coach, which means I'm in a very diverse and very broad field. And the main aspect in my specific coaching approach is really this whole idea of unshackling your mind, and through that unshackling yourself. Because once we get to live as our authentic self, overcoming all barriers, fears, everything that's holding us back, obligations, expectations, once we get to live as our real selves, applying our full potential, our talents, bringing all our passions to the table every day, we get to live our dreams in the present. And isn't that such an exciting thought, that we get to live how we really want to live, how we have dreamt to live, in the present, not sometime in the future, like many of us, usually say, like, one day I will. And what happens when we do that actually is that rather than daily life sucking out energy, we get to gain positive energy from these intentional actions that we start to apply to living our dream every day. And that's super, super powerful. So that's the main focus in my coaching. And it really stems from a number of things that I'm so fascinated and so excited about this. Number one is definitely how I was brought up. I was brought up in a rather unconventional way, many people would say, in communes with people who are politically active, who are talking a lot about living life in a responsible, kind way, leaving a positive imprint on this planet. They would discuss climate change and what we can do. They would, produce their own food, their own clothes even sometimes. And that has really shaped how I view our life here on this planet. Because I believe once we get to live as our fulfilled, happy selves, then we can also be more kind, more compassionate, and more loving to the outside world, and actually make a real positive difference, just naturally. It's not a forced thing anymore. It's just free flow and how we want to live then. We get to have that energy to have that positive impact in this world. And I think that's a super fascinating and very, very exciting thought. The other thing that has definitely shaped me is the creative part in my life. I've always loved dancing, acting, drawing, singing, and writing. And it's still something that I do. And for a while in university, I actually used to be an actress. It was sort of my side hustle. And the other part is really that right after high school, I moved to Kenya. And that's where I lived and worked most of my adult life. And I got to build my life based on how I really wanted to shape it. And of course, I learned a lot from just moving into a different culture, moving into a different country, just all by myself. That really provided me with so many fascinating and interesting, sometimes challenging experiences. And it also shaped a lot how I view the human race, because it's so diverse how we are, and at the same time we are just fundamentally all the same. And I am fascinated by how we grow, how we learn, how different experiences shape different people. And I bring that a lot into my business and my coaching and my everyday life. And it basically also contributes to the fact that I love good conversations. So let me invite you, if you have any questions about me or my coaching, how coaching generally works, feel free to reach out. Or maybe there's this topic that is on your mind that you have been thinking about and you would love to have a just safe space to think it through. reach out as well. No strings attached. It's just me loving what I do, and you might benefit from it and you might have fun. So speak soon.